Hey guys, welcome to Flix and Comix. Jojo here. I just wanted to hop on live real quick because I got a couple of packages that I wanted to share today. I have a mystery box from Jack B, and then I also have this package from my friend Chris over at Jerno's Comics, and I have a couple of pickups from my LCS that I wanted to share. So I'm going to start opening up these packages so that I can just start sharing with you all and see if anyone trickles in as I'm doing so. Let's check my channel real quick, see if this is working, and hopefully my internet is not acting up and it looks like I'm live. So cool. Oh, hey, First Edition, what's up? How's it going? Very awesome auction last night. Just very cool to hang out with you guys. What do I got here? All right, so as you guys know, a good friend and member of the community passed away about a month ago now, which is insane. And my friend Chris over at Jerno's Comics is a wonderful artist. And one day, he decided, actually, it was like in the middle of the night, he said that he just got this inspiration to draw him as Thor because they were good friends as well. And he sent me a beautiful copy of his artwork, and this is it. How awesome is that? I don't know if many of you knew OMG Chris. I'm sure a lot of you do. But yeah, it was just so beautiful and stunning. I think he did a great job with this. Yeah, it leaves me pretty speechless, honestly. Oh, I still can't believe he's gone. But I'm definitely going to frame this and put it up in here somewhere. Not sure where yet, but I do have another piece of artwork of Chris's over there, but maybe I'll hang it near that. We'll see. I'm unsure about that right now, but yeah, great job, Chris. That was an awesome thing that you did. And yeah, I'm glad that, he lives on. And yeah. So, all right, moving on. I bought a mystery box from Jack B. Oh, hey, Fuchsia, what's up? How's your Sunday going? Yeah, it really is gorgeous, honestly. He said he stayed up all night, and it was just, he had to. It's kind of crazy, huh? Beautiful. But anyway, yeah, let's move on to this thing. I've had this box sitting there for a couple of days. This is from Jack B. He was very gracious during the auction for OMG Chris and donated a couple of these mystery boxes. I know he donated one big one that was full of keys and stuff, but I kind of wanted to go and support him as well. So I ended up buying a box from him. And what's cool about this is some of the proceeds went to feed the children. So yeah, it's always nice, right? Let's see here. This thing is packed too. Look at that. So this might take a while, guys. I won't feel offended if y'all have to leave in the middle of this. But says, please look at comics first. So I don't mind doing that. Let's see here. Hey, Andrew, how's it going? Hey, Russ, what's up? All right, he says, thank you. Oh, bonus comics. That's nice. That's really nice. Should we open these first? I mean, why not? Oh, let's see here. Ooh, oh, I forgot to tell you guys. So this box, what's cool about his mystery boxes is they're curtailed to your tastes. So you go to his website and you kind of fill out this little survey thing. And so mine, I chose mainly DC and Marvel. And this box particularly will have mostly Silver Age and Bronze Age comics, which I'm pretty stoked about. And there's different tiers you could get. I chose the 125 tier, which technically should come with a CGC, comic, but I decided not to go that route and to instead get more raw books. So yeah, we'll see what's in here. Wow, these are awesome. Look at this. Marvel Tales 17. Hey, Just a Rican. Look at that beauty. Wonder Woman 195. Awesome. And they're nice in Mylar too. Can't complain about that. But yeah, Jack is just a really cool dude. That again, I just discovered him through Chris's auction, which is kind of crazy because I was just talking about this with Matt. You know, it was a huge loss when he passed away. But what's crazy is I definitely have grown closer and have met more people because of what happened. And to me, that's just, I don't know, it's just awesome, right? Like, I don't know. I just feel like because of that, I've been able to connect with others a lot more. I mean, it shouldn't have been that way to begin with, but yeah, it's just interesting and crazy how that happens. In a way, I feel like he brought us closer together. So, yeah. All right. So there is a note here. Johanna, thank you for buying a charity mystery box. I hope you enjoy what I've selected for you. It's hard to read because there's like little sticker things in the front, which is awesome. Take care, Jack. Wow, that's really cool. He threw in a bunch of little goodies in here. That's sweet. I like putting those stickers on my short boxes. All right. Wow. Look at this brick here. Okay, so we got some Brave and the Bold. This is number 103. Sweet. Move this. All right. We got more Brave and the Bold here. 104. Dead Man. Awesome. Kind of go through these a little quicker because there's a bunch. Wonder Woman here. Sweet. I haven't even seen that one before. Those were 20 centers, and this was a 15 cent. Detective Comics, 413. Look at that. Really nice. Detective Comics 414 here. Look at that artwork, just beautiful. Hey, Comical Dino. Haven't seen you here before. Hey, welcome. Flash 199. That's good. I don't have many like older Flash comics, so loving that. Ooh, this one's, wow, that's a great cover right there. Yeah, so I was watching Jack's intro video when he first started YouTube, and basically he's just been a collector all his life. So this is like just stuff he's accumulated, and this is an awesome way to kind of give back and kind of get rid of his doubles and stuff. So this is 183. World's Finest. Cool. Oh yeah, I told him I like horror too, so here we go. The House of Mystery. 191. That's sweet. Ooh, I'm digging that one. And yeah, so if you guys are interested, I left a link down below. You could go check them out. But look at that cover. Mighty Thor 229. That's a beauty right there. Whew. Oh my god. I just got flashbacks of the hammer that I drew the other day. Oh my goodness. We don't speak of that night, okay? Here's Mighty Thor 230. Hey, Round the Future, how's it going? That's cool. These are in pretty decent condition too for their age. We got Invincible Iron Man number 40. Beauty. Beauty. 41. Yeah, you can't really go wrong with the silver and bronze, right? Like, that's why. That's awesome. Captain America and Falcon. 161. That's gorgeous. Wow, this one's in really nice condition. 162. Look at that yellow cover. That's pretty. Pretty. All right, so that's one break. Oh, nice. We got 52, the novel. What? I didn't even know this existed. From the author of Infinite Crisis, Greg Cox, based on the DC Comics series. That's cool. So I have a few novels based on comics. So this will be a nice addition. That's cool. I never actually read the, it was like an event, right? Or series, 52 series. If any of you guys have read that, let me know if it was worth a read or worth me checking out. Hey, Steven Spock, what's up? How's it going? All right, we have more in here. What? A-okay, I didn't want to waste box space. What? Jack B. That is too sweet. This is a huge A-okay, dude. Dang. Look at that. That's amazing. That is just so nice, man. People are so good in this community. I mean, wow. That's insane. What? Whew, okay, well, look at this. We got some Action Comics 703. Now, this is all A-okay. Wow. I'm like shocked right now. That's insane. You did not have to do this, Jack. Demon number 24. Hey, Pages. I'm just showing a mystery box that I got from Jack B. I actually finished showing the mystery box, and this is just A-okay stuff, which was very nice of him and very unexpected. Demon 14. That's a sick cover right there. Ooh, I have to start placing these over here. We got Outsiders number 3. Haven't read that one yet. Ooh, we got some goodies here. Batman, Dark Knight, Dark City, part 1 of 3. Cool. Very, very cool. Ooh, Justice League Unlimited. Right up my alley. The Archangel Sins. What's up? How's it going? So I was just telling them that, yeah, this is just a mystery box from Jack B. And these were some bonus A-okay goodies right here, which is insane. Superman's Nemesis, Lex Luthor, number 2. I haven't even seen this. Is it like a mini? I don't know. Interesting. Unknown Soldier. Ooh, yeah. I have some of these. I don't have this one, though. Some old Vertigo. Garth Ennis. Cool. Ooh, we got Batman 695. Pretty. Tony Daniel artwork. Love his work. Love, love, love. Aquaman. I was just organizing my Aquaman stuff. Awesome. I don't have this one, so that's cool. We got Legion of Superheroes number 2 from New 52. Cool. We got Star Trek The Next Generation. Hey, where's Fuchsia? I know you're a Trekkie, right? Do you have this one? Let me know if you have it. If not, I'll let you. I'll send it over to you. Hey, Cobra. Harsh Life. What's up? Hey, Perry. Fate. Haven't heard of this one. I don't know. It looks pretty dark though, so I might like it. Let's see. We got Hawkman at number 24. And lastly, we have Supergirl in Concert, huh? Number 28. Interesting. I don't have many Supergirl comics. I think the only story I have is, oh, what was that? Oh man, I don't remember what it was called. Oh well. But yeah, I've only read one Supergirl story in my whole life. So yeah, are you guys fans of Supergirl at all? Wow. That was a great box, guys. I'm not even going to try to judge it though, because he put a lot of extras in here, which is really sweet. So yeah, I was going to, be like, oh yeah, I definitely got my money's worth and all that. But come on, this is insane. And all those like bronze goodies are awesome. So yeah, this one was my favorite, I think. That one's so cool. Love that. Wow. So generous. But yeah, go check out his channel. He doesn't have too many videos, but he has an intro video, kind of just tells you, how he got into comics, and then he has the video promoting his boxes. So yeah, he's definitely worth checking out. And thank you so much if you watched this, Jack. Like, this was super generous and awesome. Oh, I should probably read the note, huh? I forgot about the note. Let's see. Okay, it was just the little inbox or invoice thing. I handpicked your comics based on your input in my inventory, and I hope you are happy with them. The House of Mystery 199 contains some Bernie Wrightson art, because I told him I like Bernie Wrightson. So you see, he really takes what you say into consideration, and he tries to curtail it to the way that you like. So that's really awesome. And this book was cool. Really random find. I didn't even know this existed. So yeah, definitely. Let me go put these aside real quick. All right. So if you guys hopped in a little later, I was showing them this print I got from Chris over at Jerno's Comics. And this is of Chris, OMG Chris, who, as we all know, passed away about a month ago. But yeah, he drew him as Thor here. And it's just a really inspiring, beautiful piece that I wanted to share. So yeah, really, really cool. So thank you for doing that, Chris. And yeah, if you haven't checked out Jerno's Comics, I left a link down below as well. He does beautiful artwork, and he's a fellow collector too. Does great videos on just like tips and stuff of collecting. Actually, he does videos about everything, because he likes just all pop culture as well. So I really always like hearing his Star Wars takes too. So yeah, cool dude. All right. So I finally got out to one of my LCS. It was amazing. Like, I honestly haven't even gone on any hunts for like months, because I've mentioned this in other videos, but I was planning my wedding, month, like it was supposed to be in March, like late March, but I was planning for like half a year. every single weekend went to planning and organizing. It was kind of chaotic during that time because work was crazy too. But then, the COVID-19 thing happened. And so, again, I wasn't able to, well, I had to postpone the wedding, but I wasn't able to do any kind of, hunting at all. So, yeah, I went yesterday and it was so exhilarating. I gotta say. Hey, comic collector, what's up? Hey, Bake, how you doing? And yeah, of course, I had my mask on and everything. But yeah, I went a little hunt. I didn't find too much, but I picked up these. I had the first one already, so I picked up these. Give those a read soon. Joker Killer Smile. So yeah, cool. Love me some Joker stuff. I found this, kind of a random find, but Afterlife with Archie, like magazine style. That's kind of cool. I love that Francavilla artwork, so really cool find there. Picked up this one. I think this is a Frizzen cover, is it not? But yeah, that's one that I hadn't picked up before, so grabbed that. I had missed out on like all the facsimile action, so I went ham. I should make this my thumbnail, huh? What kind of clickbait? But yeah, those are all facsimiles. And then I got the real deal too, though. This was a fun one. So I went into the shop and I told my fiance, I was like, I feel like I'm going to find something right now. Do you ever get that feeling, that like collector's feeling, when you go into a shop and like no one's really there and and they were like reorganizing stuff too. And yeah, I was like, I just got that gut feeling. I was like, oh man, I think I'm going to find something. And I kid you not a minute goes by and I see a Star Wars bin and I'm like, all right, cool. I start like kind of looking through and they had some really neat like variants that I hadn't seen before. So I was like, they're really cool, but they were kind of expensive. So I kind of left it alone. But then as I started moving back a little bit, have you guys seen Comic Tom, how he puts those, what's it called? Oh, what are those called? The plastic like cover things, the top loaders. You know how he puts them at the front of the bin just so it like looks nice as decoration. So they had this thing in one of those in front of the bin as like a cover. And I'm like, what? I was like, that can't be the real one. It's probably like a reprint, right? And I look closer and I'm like, wait a minute. And I see that $30 price tag. And I was like, no, this is a reprint. I actually thought it was the reprint I once had, and then I like looked on the side because it usually says reprint right there. And nope, it was the real one. And I was like, are you freaking kidding me? So yeah, I got this baby for $30. And it's a newsstand copy. And there's only a couple of little things wrong with it. From what I can see, it can definitely use a cleaning. Like, I don't know if you can tell with the camera, but there's some, I don't know, just some like it's like something rubbed against it or something. And then there's a tiny little tear right here. So yeah. Was that a deal? Was that a deal? I'm just like, I couldn't believe it. And I'm like, oh, I was telling my fiance, I was like, oh man, I bet you they're going to be like, oh, I'm sorry. That's definitely a mistake. Oh, we can't let it go for the $30. And so, and I wasn't even trying to hide it. I wasn't trying to play games because you know how some people are like, oh, don't put it up at the top, like put it in the back. So they kind of just don't really pay attention as they bring you up. I didn't play any games. I just had it right there on top. I was like, they either tell me or they don't, because I got the facsimile too anyways. So it's like, if they tell me that I can't get it for 30, I'm just taking the facsimile. I don't care. So yeah, sure enough, I go up there and the lady was like, "Oh, cool. Yeah, Star Wars #1." And she just rang me up for $30. I was like, "Yeah, really cool. Thank you." I was like, "Wow. Wow. Awesome. Just so awesome." Um and yeah, what's cool about that too is that I said this in my Instagram post. Um During the OMG auction, I sold my reprint to actually a comic collector. I sold it, and that one was actually signed by Howard Chaykin. And that one was kind of near and dear to me too, but just because it was kind of like my placeholder for the day whenever, I mean, if it ever came, that I got the actual like first print. And, of course, for the auction, I was like, oh, I'm just going to give this up. Like, it's fine. No big deal. But yeah, I kind of had like given up on the whole thing of hunting the first one. And, because prices for this were astronomical, like, especially right after Force Awakens and all that came out. And that was around the time, I was like, oh, there's no way I can buy that thing now. Like, so that's why I ended up with the reprint. And Mike is saying, didn't you have a bad experience when he signed it? Yes, that is another, thank you for reminding me. That is another story that I will get into shortly. But yeah, so it was kind of like fate, I felt like, because I sold the one that I was holding on to as my first, my Star Wars #1. And yeah, I let it go for a good cause. And then this one just pops up out of nowhere. So yeah, that's just awesome. And yeah, just a cool story. So getting into this Howard Chaykin signing. So he was at a con in Ontario, California, that I was attending. And I brought my huge treasury, my Star Wars #1 treasury, and I brought my reprint of Star Wars #1 to have him sign it. And there was only one person in front of me, and he was chatting it up, and like he knew I was waiting, right? And it was fine. Like, I know people like talking, and fans get a little carried away, and they'd start, especially because there wasn't a huge line, it was just me, right? And I'm a patient person, so I was like, all right, no big deal, I can be here for however long I need to be here. I just want him to sign my books. And if y'all don't know, Howard Chaykin does the artwork for the old series. So yeah, I was just waiting there with my fiance. And I'm not gonna lie, like the last 5 minutes, I was getting a little more impatient. I was kind of eyeing the lady that was with him, who was, I guess, the handler or something. But she was kind of like telling him to hurry up a little bit because she saw that we were waiting. And he didn't care, man. He just kept going and talking and talking. Then some other lady, who I guess was one of his friends, came and just completely like got in front of me and started talking to him. But that was something I also couldn't be like, hey, I'm next or whatever, just because they were clearly friends. Like, it wasn't like she was some fan or anything. Like, they were catching up. So I was like, oh man, well, how long is this gonna take, right? So luckily it didn't take too long, but I finally got, I went up to him and I was like, hey, I'm a big Star Wars fan and I would love for you to sign these. And he goes, are you the one that collects these, or does your significant other collect them? And I was like, me? Why? And he was like, oh, well, you just have horrible taste. And at first I thought he was joking, right? Like, who says that? And uh he was like, yeah, I don't know, I don't understand why people bring these Star Wars books to me. I was like, well, we love your work from back in the day. And I was kind of laughing a little too, because I wasn't I thought he was just being, I don't know, facetious, but he clearly was like not budging. He was not laughing, and he was very like stern about it. So I was like, oh God, I feel so awkward right now. And he's like, yeah, like, ugh. Like he just kept going, ugh, as he was signing. I'm like, Jesus. Okay, I guess he was just being self-deprecating and just hates seeing his old stuff. I don't know. I wasn't trying to take it personally, but then um so he signed it. And obviously another thing that was bothering me too was that his marker was like running out of ink. So the SIGs weren't like 100% on. Like you could see that it was kind of running dry a little bit. So that kind of, I don't know, it kind of bummed me out a little bit, but it wasn't horrible. Like it was still his signature, whatever. I was willing to just walk away, right? So we did. We just walked away. And keep in mind, at the time, I was vlogging too, not during the signature, the signing, but like around the con. So I had this like selfie stick with me, and I wasn't really using it for actual selfies. I was using it as like a stabilizer because I didn't have one at the time. So just so yeah, I left the booth, and then all of a sudden I just hear like, "Wait, you left this." So I look, and they're like showing me the selfie stick. I was like, "Oh shit." So I go back, and I was like, "Thank you so much. I totally forgot about this." And he looks at me and he's like, what did he say? You know, anyone who owns one of those is a narcissist. And I was like, what? Excuse me? And he was like, yeah, you and your generation, just so narcissistic. And I'm like, oh my God. I was like, hey, good one. And I just walked away. Just walked away. I just could not believe that Howard Chaykin spoke to me like that. And yeah, not a smile to be had. Like I thought he was joking, but no, he was not joking. He was just having a terrible day, I guess. But yeah, super awkward. Double A. Yep. Yep. Yeah. So Howard Chaykin, it's weird. Like I look at this and I'm like, Star Wars 1. I try not to think about Howard Chaykin though. I'm sure, other people have different experiences with him, but I sure don't. And, I try not to judge off of one experience though, because when I had a weird experience with Chris Claremont the first time that I had ever encountered him. He was doing a panel, and he was being kind of like rude to some of the people asking questions. I don't know if maybe he was just like over it. He just didn't want to be at the con anymore. He was tired. And we have to understand too, these artists, like they're working hard like all day at these cons. So, and a lot of times they don't even get to eat, So, yeah, I don't know if that had something to do with it, but yeah, that left like a bitter taste in my mouth when I saw that. He was just being like sarcastic and stuff to people that I felt didn't really deserve it. But later on, I met him up here at Torpedo Comics for a signing, and he was a sweetheart to me. Like we were talking about Star Wars actually, and yeah, I can't complain at all about him. He was actually a sweetheart. So yeah, I don't know. I guess it just depends on the day sometimes. First edition, Claremont was snotty when you met him. Yeah, I guess he just has his moods. And the thing about Torpedo, like I can get into a Torpedo thing too, but they do have a really good setup for signings. Like if you guys are ever in town, once this whole pandemic thing is over, like they're really really good about it. So like the way that they deal with their lines and everything, they take people in groups, and it's a lot more of an intimate experience than you would get at like a con. And you don't have to wait in that huge line. They literally just like tell you when to pull up to Torpedo, and usually you don't have to wait too long. So Yeah, I guess that's just different for them when they go to like a store like that, because I know Torpedo takes care of them really well too. Like they go on lunch break and they go to, there's a really good Mexican spot like right next to that store, and they just have a good time. So yeah, I guess it just depends. I've never met. Russ says I've never met any artists in person for signatures. Not sure if I want to now. No, you know what? That was really the only bad experience I've had with anyone. Like, and I've met several people. Thanks to Torpedo. Um, you know, like everyone else has been pretty awesome. Tyler Kirkham I met here at Amazing Comic Con, and he was a little more I don't know, quiet, I guess, but everyone has their own personalities, you know. It's not like everybody is that kind of outgoing type. So, yeah, it just depends, right? Like he was a little more quiet, and then Rubenstein was a little more quiet too. Like some of them are just there to get the job done, you know. True, maybe he was having a bad day. Sometimes fans are ridiculous to creators, but I've seen it go both ways. It's weird when artists seem bothered when you want to see them have their sig. Yeah, yeah, that's how it felt with Tyler Kirkham. But I think it's because he was seriously in the middle of doing somebody's commission, and I was like, "Hi, can I?" There was no line at all, right? And I was like, "Can I have a signature real quick?" I just like walked up to him, and I don't even know if there was a process going on where you needed a ticket or anything. I just straight up asked him. So I don't know. Maybe that was like rude of me. So I don't know. But anyway, yeah. But Russ, don't be discouraged. Like, yeah, for like 90% of the creators I've met have been great. So yeah. But with Howard Shaken, it's kind of a nice story though that I can, recount whenever I want. Anyways, guys, I think that's about it. I don't think I have. Oh wait, I do have more stuff to share. I don't know who wants to watch this, but I did buy some pops. Killer Clowns. Well, let me. How do I take this off? There you go. Got Shorty right here. Sweet. Spiky. Have you guys watched this? This is a great movie. Super 80s cheese. And I love it. And Jumbo. So I saw these and I knew I had to have them. I know at Halloween Horror Nights last year they had a maze and it was awesome. It felt just like you're in the movie. It was nuts. Super nuts. Magoo Fitzfarter, hey, what's up? Comic Pop Family, heck yeah. Russ says, oh dang, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, heck yeah. What else do I have? Oh yeah, I bought this at the same shop. Kevin Smith, anyone? It's cool. Yeah. Yeah. I have a pop of his, and I have another Diamond Select figure of him. So yeah, I guess I have a little collection going on. And then lastly, I have this gallery statue of Pennywise. Let's see if I can take it out. Where did my... I don't know where that went, so I'm just going to go. So how's your weekend going, guys? While I open this. I don't know where my box cutter went. Uh-oh. Well, that's not good. So yeah, gallery's always good. Like you can't go wrong at that price point too. I've never really been disappointed with their stuff. I also went to a panel at San Diego Comic-Con of theirs where they were kind of sharing their process. It's fascinating, man. Like they deal with like 3D programming for sculpts. It's kind of cool. All right. As you know, I'm an out-of-box collector. I feel like, is there any gallery in-box collector? I feel like that wouldn't do it justice at all. Oh, there's tape. Gosh. There you go. Come to mama. Ooh. I can't do the voice, so I'm not even going to try. That's pretty badass. What's funny is I never really cared for this newer Pennywise. Once the first movie came out, like I liked it, but I just didn't think it was very scary or horrifying. I liked the movie, but I guess I've always just been traumatized by the Tim Curry one. And because I watched it when I was pretty young. But yeah, the more and more I see the design of this guy, the more I like it. And that's why I bought this, because he looks pretty wicked here. Yeah. I like how they did the balloon action here too. Sweet. Yeah, the actor who played him, I forgot his name right now, but he was really good. I saw the second one and I thought it was okay. The special effects were pretty good. Sometimes a little over the top, but yeah, it's pretty neat. So yeah, that's about it, guys. I think that's all I have for you. But thank you all for joining me. And I hope you guys have a great rest of the week. Oh, hey, Leonard. Good to see you. Hope you're having a good weekend too. But, yep. All right, guys. That's about it for this video. If you liked it, give me a like or subscribe or both. I don't hate it. And you can catch me on Instagram. And I don't even use Twitter that much, to be real. But on Instagram at Flix and Comix. So, yeah, I guess I'll catch y'all over there. All right. Later, guys.